Picture this. It's a quiet evening. You're out walking, looking up at the stars. Suddenly, a brilliant light streaks across the sky, far brighter than any shooting star. It grows larger and larger, lighting up the night like the sun itself. Within minutes, the world realizes what's happening. An asteroid, taller than Mount Everest, is hurtling toward Earth, and there's no way to stop it. At first, it sounds like something out of a disaster movie. But let's break down the reality. What would truly happen if such a massive rock struck our planet? First, let's talk about the size. Mount Everest stands at about 9 kilometers tall. That's higher than commercial airplanes fly. Now, imagine a space rock that large, moving at tens of thousands of kilometers per hour. By the time it reached Earth, its energy would be so enormous that no bomb, no weapon, nothing humanity has ever built could come close. In fact, scientists estimate an asteroid of that size would release energy equal to billions of nuclear bombs exploding all at once. The moment it hit, the impact zone would be obliterated instantly. If it struck land, everything for hundreds of kilometers would be vaporized in seconds. Cities, forests, rivers, it wouldn't matter. The ground itself would be carved into a crater tens of kilometers wide and several kilometers deep. Shockwaves would ripple outward, flattening everything in their path. Buildings would crumble like sandcastles. Mountains nearby could literally collapse. If it hit the ocean, the story wouldn't be any better. The collision would blast away trillions of tons of water, creating a mega tsunami kilometers high. Waves would sweep across coastlines on every continent, swallowing cities thousands of kilometers from the impact site. Europe, Asia, the Americas all would see devastating floods. And that's just the beginning. The atmosphere would ignite as debris blasted upward. Pieces of molten rock would rain back down across the entire planet, sparking wildfires on a global scale. Forests from South America to Siberia would go up in flames. For days, maybe weeks, the entire Earth would glow as if it were covered in fire. But the deadliest effect would come next. The sky would darken. Dust, ash, and smoke would rise high into the atmosphere, blocking sunlight. Temperatures would plummet. Crops would die. Animals would starve, and ecosystems would collapse. This isn't speculation. It's exactly what scientists believe happened 66 million years ago, when an asteroid about 10 kilometers wide struck what is now Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula. That single impact wiped out around 75% of all life on Earth, including the dinosaurs. So, what about an asteroid the size of Mount Everest? The truth is, it might be even worse. Some models suggest an impact that size would trigger what scientists call a global extinction event. That means humanity itself might not survive. Even if small groups of people lived through the first fires, floods, and earthquakes, the years of freezing darkness that followed, sometimes called an impact winter, could make long-term survival almost impossible. Now, here's the reality check. Should we actually be worried? The good news is, asteroids this size are extremely rare. Scientists estimate they only strike Earth once every 500 million years or so. On top of that, modern space agencies, like NASA and the European Space Agency, track thousands of near-Earth objects. They've even tested technology to deflect smaller asteroids, like the DART mission in 2022, which successfully nudged a space rock off course. So while the risk is never zero, humanity is more prepared than ever to face it. But this thought experiment teaches us something powerful. We live on a fragile world in a dangerous universe. The dinosaurs didn't have telescopes or rockets. We do, and maybe that's our greatest advantage. We can see these threats coming, and perhaps, one day, prevent the unthinkable. So the next time you look up at the night sky, remember, those twinkling stars hide countless wandering rocks, silent travelers of the cosmos. Most will never touch us, but if one the size of Everest ever did, the world would never be the same again. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next one. And let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. See you in the next video.